Hi everyone, at the moment I'm putting together a set of flies by Kingsmill Moor. From the book, A Man May Fish, it's there. If you can get hold of this book, I got this off eBay, didn't cost a lot of money, £20–30 or so it was. You can come, it doesn't have a disc cover on it, but it's a working copy as I call it, and within the book, I did have a marker in it, must have fell out, but in the book you'll find a set of flies, 7 bumble patterns. Now I'm going to put the set together, I'm going to tie them, and I'm going to tie them on an old hook. This one here, this is an old mustard hook. It's a 3399, it's a lovely old style, it's got a lovely barb and point. So if you're going to be framing a fly, it's always nice to, or going to keep a hold of the flies, it's always nice to have them tied on a hook from the same time. So I mean the best known fly, the claret bumble, the golden olive bumble would be the other one. As I say, what I'm going to do is actually I'm going to film them all. I'm going to put them all on YouTube. So I'm going to start off with the Bruiser, this one. Just finished dyeing a cape, it's actually still a wee bit wet, but I'll use it. This is this nice rich blue that you use for this fly. And I've dyed some wool, because it's wool in the tail and wool in the body. So if you look at the book, you'll see the dressings. So anyway, I've got a wee bit of fun of tying it, putting the set together. So anyway, we'll zoom in. Now, I need to zoom in a wee bit closer. I should be in line, I think. There we go, I'm just checking that we're dead straight. I may move the camera here a wee bit. I should have done that first. There we are. So what I'm going to do is, obviously, hooks in. Thread I'm going to be using, the black thread, 8/0 in uni. Get my wax. Now I like my wax on the side of my finger. Now to get it to stick, I just put my thumb on it and it heats up. Get it stacky. Now the one I use, this is the Vineyard one. It's a prepared fly tyers wax. It's an old wax, the one I've used since I started really. So we're going to start your thread, come down maybe 3 or 4 mil and remove the waste. Now the wool, I've got a couple of lengths lying here, so I've got a short length here, it's remains of actually winding it up the body. So what I do is I just use these up for the tails. So I want 2 lengths. Now the yarn I'm using, it's actually a yarn. It's a darning yarn. It's meant for fixing your socks. So used to be at one time we would do that, fix the elbows of our jumpers, especially the woolen jumpers. So as you can see, I've headed down, I've got 2 lengths here, come underneath with a turn on top. Now the darning yarns are 70%. I think 70% wool and the rest is nylon. You'll see, I don't know if you can see there, but there's a wee white shine off it sometimes. So you've got a blend of that, that's the nylon that's in it, or the synthetic fibre. It doesn't take the dye as well, but 70% is fine, suits me. You're looking for a tail length, not too short in this fly. Now the Bruiser is a good sea trout fly, salmon fly as much as it is for trout. So it can be fished for anything. Now you can see I used a bit of Velcro just to fluff it out. The rib, now it could be a flat tinsel, silver, or it could be, in this case, an oval tinsel. Now this is a small, as you can see I'm quickly running up, tatting in the waist end of the rib. I'm going to get a length of the wool again, and I catch this on the way down. Makes things nice and even and tight if you do this. It's like an up and down method, but I seem to be using a lot of thread, but this makes for a really good fly. Especially this size anyway. So what I'm doing now is just winding it up with like a floss. And a shape. Now I'm going to take it, now if I was putting a front hackle in here, I would stop there. But because The way it's tied traditionally, there's 2 hackles wound down the body like palmered, but that is it. There's no front hackle, so you basically come a wee bit closer, do a turn extra. Just make sure this is secure. Oops. Trim that away. And then again, I'm just going to wax my thread, making sure that it's just tied in. And there's a good base of thread, basically like a head length, you can see there. Now I've got a saddle. It's a natural saddle. You can see it's not been dyed. This is a natural black. Now it's natural black and dyed this blue. Now I got that blue for using the Kingfisher dye. I just left it just a wee touch longer and it gets a darker blue. So I'm going to take one of the shorter length of these saddle feathers. I'll get 2 or 3 flies out of this. I'm going to take one of the blue feathers. Now the length of the fibre is up to yourself. It can be short, just checking the length. If you put the stem in line with the shank, you'll see the length of the hackle you're going to get. I'm happy with that. So same with the black. Now I'm going to put the black over the blue. Don't know why, but that's the way I like it. The lightest colour to the black is always usually do it. And that goes with when you're tying a body, the light colour would be at the back and the darker would be at the front. Now what I've done is I've bared the stem, trim, so we're both lined up together. I catch these on. Now that's about the head length. Now make sure they're secure. Really tight, come back up. Now because we've not got a front hackle, you want to make sure you've got a couple of turns at the top here. 1, 2, coming into the third one there, I'll start to wind down. There's 2 on the body into the third. Now when you bring my rib round ready to catch this, now you could go another one. I'll do another one just to show you can come down. Because you're winding 2 hackles, you've basically got 6 turns. Now a bumble is hence its name, is quite a bushy fly. Now I come round with a turn there and I just bring it round and let the hackle go and just check just to see how it's sitting. Now if I'm happy with that, then I continue up with the rib. So you're looking round about 5 or 6 turns in this case. 5 turns normally. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, going up into the 6th turn here, because we're going all the way up. Now I'm just going to bring it through the actual hackle into the top of the head here. Just follow up with the thread. Put a 90-degree bend into this, obviously the tinsel. Make sure it's secure, and then trim away. And then all we have to do is just basically tidy up, keeping that nice and tight. You can straight in and wet finish. Don't let the thread go. And then trim away your thread. Obviously trim away the black hackle. Do one at a time, it's much easier to get a neater cut. Just trim it in. Scissors are getting a bit blunt. There we go. And that's the bruiser really, that is it. So just a nice hackle. Get plenty of movement in that. It's as good a finish as you'll get at the top. Then all we have to do, just a bit of varnish just to finish off. This down here. All the way around. I like to apply the varnish with the brush. It's years of practice. Use a wee needle or whatever you like. And there we go. That's the Bruiser. That's one of the Kingsmill Moor bumble patterns. As I say, a very good sea trout fly this. I remember tying a long one on a long hook. Just a long palmer through it. Great for sea trout. Smell as well as a smaller one anyway. But there you go. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Until the next one, which probably tie the claret bumble, but I'll go through them all. So it'll be a good set. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. And again, thanks for watching.